A very good morning, my dear Silent Rose family. For today's reflection, I wanted to bring to you the life story of a very special saint. Her name is Saint Gianna Beretta Molla. In a time when feminism is at its peak and a lot of women believe that family life and children are a big obstacle to their professional life, Saint Gianna, through her life story, shows us that God has not called women to a one dimensional life. In addition to the many wonderful abilities that God has gifted a woman, He has also embedded into her life the beauty of motherhood. Saint Gianna was a pediatric physician, she was a wife and a mother. She was a simple and humble woman, and in everything that she did, as a physician, a mother, and a wife, she was extremely faithful to everything that God would ask her to do. And that, my dear friends, is why today she is one of the most renowned saints known in the Catholic Church. If we look into Saint Gianna's life, she was not only a doctor, a wife, or a mother, she was also an active member of the Saint Vincent de Paul Society, and she was also a leader in the Catholic Action Movement. This aside, Gianna also used to enjoy pastimes like skiing and mountain climbing. She refused to restrict her life by the constraints of her job or her obligations to her family. She expanded her horizon and only put one condition on herself, that she will always stay faithful to God's will for her. It was her love for God that really led her every step of the way, and that was why she was successful in not only her professional life but also her personal life. Saint Gianna was so committed to God's ways that she was even willing to sacrifice her amazing life for what God had entrusted to her. In her final pregnancy, Saint Gianna was diagnosed with a tumor in her uterus. The doctors had recommended a hysterectomy to save Saint Gianna's life. But Saint Gianna wanted to protect the life that God had entrusted to her within her womb. And so she said no to the hysterectomy, and she told the doctors to only remove the tumor so that her baby may be safe within her womb for as long as possible. 7 months later, Saint Gianna's baby was born. Unfortunately, Saint Gianna passed away because of post-operative complications. This one decision that Saint Gianna took was a decision that was going to separate her from her beloved husband, from the wonderful family that she had going, and also from the stellar professional life that Saint Gianna had. But none of this discouraged Saint Gianna from faithfully following God's will for her life. Today, through her sacrifice and life story, God has re emphasized to so many women across the world that motherhood is a gift. Motherhood is an opportunity to, to spread God's love and affection into a little infant's life. And motherhood is a beautiful vocation through which we get to nurture and grow a little sapling into a mighty oak which stands strong in the protection of God and is sustained by the living streams of water that flows from God's presence.